Royalty-free music is something that we always make sure to try to strive as us as content creators. And today I'm going to be talking about one music royalty-free platform called Audiio. I've recently had a chance to try it for a few months, and today I'm going to give my overview of Audiio as well as 4 reasons why you should possibly consider looking at it for your next content, whether if it is for your YouTube channel, if it's for IG or Instagram or any other social media platform, or if you are looking for music for your clients and for your actual paid gigs. What's going on, everybody? My name is James Jackson. If you're new here, I do tips, tricks, news, and reviews for the film and video making industry. So if this is content that you like, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all the content going forth. So just a couple disclaimers to come out. First, I was given a temporary trial of Audiio by the service platform itself, Audiio. Got a chance to check out their music and sort of how does their site work. And I've been basically incorporating their music, including the music that you heard at the intro, pretty much as for like my past few videos have been provided by Audiio. But Audiio doesn't get a chance to see this video, and I'm always going to give you guys my honest opinions. But you could get a lifetime membership, which I know for many people it's going to seem like a steady price, but remember, it is just a one down payment, and that is unlimited monetizations for both your own personal platforms, your personal social media, as well as for any of the things that you may use for paid jobs and corporate clients, or even in any sort of other passion projects. So compared to a lot of other sites that may not even offer a lifetime music membership, that's a pretty good deal. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into just a brief overview of what Audiio is. Audiio is a one-stop shop for any royalty-free music archives that you may be using. They have a bevy of actual artists and creatives that they have music stored on their platform. You could actually even apply to be one of the artists that can contribute to it. But the big thing is that they have a bevy of various types of music that you may look for. Something that is for travel, something that's for corporate, for vlogs, for educationals. The list goes on and on. And this sounds like pretty much what a lot of other sites like Epidemic Sounds, as well as the one I have been using for several years, which is Artlist. But there is some key differences that I like about this, but particularly with one of how they do with their music. The two is the AI tools that Audiio has with it that I've been really enjoying it. So let's go into the first thing that I believe you should really consider when it's coming to this compared to some other platforms, and that is their licensing policy. One of the things that, to me, this is the big thing, and anytime you're going to get royalty-free music, what you want to make sure is the fact that if for some reason you just decide to part ways with the servicing platform, you don't have to worry about your music getting demonetized or your social media platforms getting demonetized because you had music in there on a platform that you no longer had. I've actually experienced this on a very popular website that I won't go into this video. I'll talk about in another video. With Audiio, however, this is not going to be the case. What is great about Audiio with their licensing is you can basically say this is personal. You can say it's client, it's for a film distribution. And then what Audiio does, it basically gives you a documented license that you can download and you can keep in store for yourself, and it's there for you for life. And then also it gives you a bevy of chances of where you can whitelist a whole bunch of social media platforms. So if you have a YouTube, a Twitch, a Instagram, the bevy of social media platforms, you can whitelist them, and basically anytime any of these music plays on there, you don't have to worry about getting worried about demonetization. And also, this is again something that you can even use for your clients. So this is again a document that you can send to your clients that they can hold, so if they don't have to worry about going across any issues in terms of monetization as well, which is a beautiful thing. And it eases, when you can ease the mind of your clients, that is such a really big deal. The next one I want to talk about is stems. So this is something that something like Epidemic Sound has had, but another platform like Artlist to this day still doesn't have. And I gotta tell you, stems is probably one of the key things of why I am loving Audiio and really, really enjoying it. It's because there's been times where I've had to have I needed a pair of music and I like this music, but it was a bit shorter than what I wanted. And what the stems do is allow me to change up the music to extend it longer by just picking out various forms of instruments, whether if it's strings, guitars, wind instruments, drums, you name it. I can basically just build the song how I want to, and then readjust it as the video's going. So if there's something like vocals that I don't really want that popping up at a certain point in time, I could just get rid of that portion during that part of the song, and I don't have to figure out a way how to do a song and dance with trying to make the music flow properly without basically throwing off the vibe of the video. The third reason why you should consider Audiio is their AI tools. So right now, Audiio has 2 AI tools. The first one is called LinkMatch. And essentially what it does is if you go to any sort of music platform, whether if it's iTunes, YouTube with their music, or SoundCloud, or any of a bevy of them, if you have the link to the music that you kind of want to get a different vibe to, you basically just put that link in, and Audiio will basically give you a suggestions from its own archive of what music that will give you some of the similar feelings to it. Now, on the plus side, I really love this simply because it's not creating a new music, so it's not stealing, or it's not an AI tool that generates this whole new thing. It's music that is already in the archives, so creatives are still getting love and support. It also just helps you as the creator find what you're looking for a lot easier compared to just trying to go through a series of genres and themes and music to try to figure out sort of more what you want. It helps you narrow it down. However, there is a bit of, it's not perfect. The main gripe I have with it is that if you've got a bigger, very popular song, and like I'm talking about a really big song like the Star Wars theme, or like Uptown Funk, or Single Ladies by Beyonce, it will find something relatively easy. It's when you use music that is a bit more niche. Things like maybe dancehall or Afro beats. And that's where it tends to struggle to find something that even remotely sounds like the song that you were trying to find. So, that's my only main gripe. I've had it where if I put a really niche type of genre or niche type of song, it doesn't really give me the necessary suggestions that I want. However, this is kind of solved with their new AI software, which is Hands AI. And Hands AI is a text prompt AI software. But essentially what it does is you just give the description of the song for what you're trying to use it for. And basically the AI is going to search Audiio's catalog and basically give you suggestions in that catalog of what you're looking for. And I found that that problem that I had with LinkMatch is not fully solved, but I get a higher hit rate and a better hit rate of what I'm looking for with Hands AI, where I just give a description of what I'm looking for, and it is awesome. And by the way, both of these tools will also give you songs that will have stems. Now, not all the songs that it will suggest to you will have stems, but but with Hands AI, you can at least go ahead and basically put in the description that you want a song with stems, and it will produce songs that will have those stems, so you can basically get that whole benefit of using audio tools. And this, I can't describe how amazing this AI tool is, simply because it's just me as a creator. I have my idea, I know what I'm looking for, so the fact that I could just type in what, the idea that I have and the mood and the feeling that I have, and the AI will do an excellent job of finding just what you need, and then it will give you a series of suggestions. And then if you don't like it, you could just hit the thumbs down, and it will give you even more suggestions, which is even better. And finally, the last thing I gotta talk about is pricing. And the reason why I bring up pricing is because if you just want the music and you want to just work it for just for YouTube, just one monetization for one platform, you can essentially just get it for, I think, about $10 a month. But if you want all the tools that I have, you can basically get it for about monthly annual bill, a monthly $25 billed annually, or roughly around $200. But what's the main reason why I say the pricing is because it's one of the few platforms that I found that actually gives you a lifetime membership for the music portion. So if you just want to deal with the music, you don't necessarily want to deal with the AI, but you want the music music portion, you can use this. You can just get it straight up, and that is yours for the lifetime. So it's an awesome thing. I always love it when platforms actually give pricings where they just don't get subscriptions, because I know a lot of us, we're getting tired of getting hit with so many subscriptions. So just having the option to basically just have a one-time, and you're done, that is awesome. But however, I will say with those AI tools, that Audio Pro package for the $200 annual subscription, I think it is worth it, especially if you're having music that you're going for clients. I think this is really a competitive pace, and I'm going to be trying to use audio for as much as I can. So I would love to know what you guys think of Audiio. Let me know, leave your comments down below. And as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, take care, everyone.